Okay, let's do this. Let's see what the setup says already. I think hopefully it saved my changes. Yeah, it looks like it did. Looks like it did. I don't know who just come in here. Hopefully you can hear. First time on Project Cars, this new, or actually new to me, headset. Picked it up used. Found a good one, I think, anyway. Let's go and see if we can. I'm working with this setup. See what happens. A few minutes ago, car is very loose out of the box. Running the GT4 Mustang, of course. And I'm trying to use the data that's on here in the screen, so I'm going to leave it up for now. See how it affects the car. Played around the tire pressures, of course. A little bit of the bump stop. Lowered it in general. Played around the camber a little bit. Softened the suspension. Raised the suspension. My front left is grabbing a bit, it feels like. Yeah, she comes out from underneath of me again. It's pretty tires, pretty cold right now in tires. I noticed that the fronts were heating up much faster than the rear. Brought the tire pressure down a little bit in the rear, see what would happen with it. See if I can bring them up a little bit faster. Might have to bring them down even, bring the pressure down even more. Look at that, well, Jesus. SN really wants to come down, comes around it. I love this data that Project Cars puts up like here. It really gives you a lot of interesting information. I was on Gran Turismo Sport earlier, and I was driving the GT4 on there, Mustang, and I wasn't going to get into it tonight, but I thought, you know what the heck, come on for a little bit, put a little short video up just to see what the comparison is. And the car is, this GT4 Mustang is definitely much harder to drive. On this course. As you, anybody knows follows Project Cars, there's a lot more detail on the suspension setup. Oof. And I don't really have my wheel set up quite right yet. The problem. I don't really feel the car the way I think I should be feeling the car. But anyway, we'll work on it. I see the temperature's coming up much faster. About 20 degrees almost, 18, 20 degrees faster in the front than they are in the rear. That's a problem because it's giving me, of course, it's really sliding out. Makes it very difficult to drive. Interesting to see how the AI behaves here. And you get put into more precarious situations. Still, the asset wants to come out. Even the AI is struggling here, it seems. Bastards. Oh, here we go. Ah! I even, of course, I lowered the spring in the front, a little bit in the rear as well, and lowered the rear sway and the front sway. Played around with the air ducts a little bit for the brakes and the taping. The AI is even struggling here. This is the first lap, warm-up lap. Practice here. How's my brakes? 1200 degrees. Still in the green though, so I'm okay. I lowered the ducts. I opened up the ducts a little bit more in the front. Had ducts were wide open at the default setting for the brakes, so I lowered them, but then noticed my brakes were getting too hot in the front. Not too back in the rear was pretty good, but the front were getting way too hot, so I've been kind of raising or opening the ducts up a little bit more bit by bit in the front. Now they seem to be okay, because you don't really need a high duct opening, you know. Not a lot of brakes are being used on this, so you want to try and gain the advantage closing them up as much as you can get away with. There is still a huge difference in the temperature range from the front and rear tires. Of course, it's going to be a little heavier in the front than it is in the rear. But running downforce around 5. Like the Mustangs, it's kind of fun to try and tame these cars, known for their solid rear axles. I don't know, maybe somebody might know more if they went to an independent rear for this race, but I don't think. I think it's still the solid rear axle. You got to keep it. The road car would be. Gotta find a way to, so 163, 185. See, the fronts are just coming up to operating temperature now. Maybe even a bit be right where I want them to be. I love the data that this, that's one thing I will say about project cars. Not crazy over the physics, but something to get used to. The data is amazing that it allows you to play around with. There we go, they're coming out, so still pretty loose in the asset. I've taken, they have done a lot there to try and straighten it up. Tightened up the front. Still pretty loose. Their tires are just coming up to temperature now. So it's running way behind the front tire. Look at this, AI is all over the place. We'll go by this AI. Get rid of them. Watch my front tire temperatures. Notice there's a big difference between that right front taking a lot, left front taking a lot more abuse than the left front. Oh, I'm going to raise the pressure, I think, in the right front a little bit. It wants to come right around there. Shit. Almost cut that too hard. She wants to come around that ass end still. I don't know what else to do here. Make it too damn sloppy. Come on, baby, hold it together. A nice lap with us. Sure, there's a good setup there, out there already for this. I just haven't figured it out or found it yet. See what kind of a time we can get in. I've still got to soften up the ass end, I guess, a little bit so it's not so loose. The only thing I can think of, softening up even more. Crap! I didn't invalidate my lap yet. There's a car beside me. Was. Love the sounds of the transmission. Gearing down, it's pretty nice. Really nice motor sounds. Definitely beats Gran Turismo in that department. Come on, baby, go, go. Probably up there. pressure in the fronts a little bit. Especially the left front. Brakes are a little more manageable. Let's go, baby. Brakes are a little bit hot. Still, probably put a little, open up the ducts a little bit more for the front.
You're gonna need to pull the brakes. They're starting to overheat.
I got a straight stretch coming here, so I'm okay.
Some of the very slow corners. You're okay in the high speed stuff, just the tight corners.
The rears are, front brakes are cooling down a little bit. It's nice to have that data up there, I like that. Come on, come on, come on, baby. God damn. Pay attention. Not bad for my, really my first, on project cars. First. I had on the PC, but this was on PS4. I have it on PC, but I haven't really played it. Come on, baby. Oh, it's so much harder than GT, that's for sure. Driving the Mustang, GT4 Mustang on Gran Turismo is like a walk in the park on this track. And you don't really have to do too much to it. It's easy to set up in comparison. This is a real pig out here. Gonna find a good setup for this Mustang. It'd be interesting to see how it, when it's at its best. I can really start to use my brake pedal now, it seems, because it's nice having the, you really gotta watch using your brakes at first. Till you get some heat in them, because they'll lock up very easy. Oh, they're digging. A little too far there. My horsepower rating, that's kind of neat. Love that. Lots of good, awesome data, man. Look at the horsepower. Just saw that. The horsepower rating. It's like your own little dyno going on there. Coming up behind me, I can feel him. She peaks at 420 horsepower. So when you over rev or bring it past its optimum rev point, you start losing horsepower. It's just kind of neat. I think it's always kind of knew that. And torque. Torque is important when you're going up hills like this. Run them down. So shift there, a little late on the shift. Ah, scheiße. Feel the ribbing there on the pavement is kind of neat. It's coming through the wheel, but I don't know. In some areas it seems to get the force feedback is amazing, really interesting effects, and in some other areas I don't know so much. I am using the Fanatec CsL Elite wheel that a subscriber was so gracious to send me, sponsoring the channel. I am so grateful for his offering. Not every day that happens, and I'm pretty lucky to be that person. Don't want to use his name for sake of privacy reasons, but let's see if we can run down this Mustang here in front of us. Definitely running too much rear wing now. I can feel it's holding me back. See, like I said, so many areas it seems that the force feedback is simply amazing. Like the transition from the GP circuit to Nordschleife, you can feel the ribbing in the pavement. It's that detailed. And in other areas, I don't know. It's just maybe it's just the way I have. I just got some tweaking to do. Damn. Worried about running him down. I gotta run this bugger down. Where am I? Interested to see how the soft tires run. I gotta get a monitor, a 4K monitor, some sort. Really work on my field of view. It's really bad. Just the positioning of my TV. I'm just using my TV, and it's, come on, stay on the track. This wheel is amazing though. Fanatec CsL Elite. PlayStation version, of course. Once I figured out what the hell was going on with it, one of the problems was, you know, you think it's PS4, so it should be PS4 ready, but Project Cars is not. Neither is GT. You gotta go into compatibility mode. Same thing with the with Dirt. With Set a Corsa now, you're fine, but for some reason, I don't know, these ones you have to go into compatibility mode. Just really kind of weird. This will be the last lap of the evening. Don't really have too many people. Everybody's in their biddies right now anyway. Yeah, I got too much wing in the back. Taking a lot of power to get up this hill. Get in this draft, I might be able to suck it down, but can't really. Alright, well, I might be retiring a little sooner than I thought. Not the best car around here, I'll tell you that. Not for the setup I have anyway. Car's hurting. Just did something to it. Think anyway. Oh yeah, look at my steering wheel. To keep it straight. Broke something in it. Yeah. Yeah, I broke something in it. That's weird. Yeah, I broke something. Yeah. Uptime invalidated. Alright, anyway, we'll give you kind of an idea. Interesting. We'll try another one another time. What we'll do though is return to the pit box and skip to the end, and that way there we can watch a little bit of the video here. Replay. Let's put that on and have a look at it, see what's going on. There, have a little bit of fun with that. Well, it looks like I still have to do some microphone adjustments. I'm still, it seems I'm blowing out the mic. I did bring it down a little bit. I was hoping that would help, but hasn't been really too many people on tonight to let me know what was happening with it, if it's too, the mic is too loud. But I just did a review and it seems to be. But we'll fix that for next time, and Anyway, it was just something to give it a try since I was on GT4 today. And thought I'd do a little comparison. I don't know if it's the same exact model and year, but it's definitely a lot harder to drive on Project Cars 2 than it is with Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo, it's like just drive with one hand. Really, you don't need a second hand. It's so in comparison. Pretty amazing, the difference. So this makes it kind of interesting, actually. I kind of like it. Said I'm still trying to get the physics, force feedback settings in my CsL Elite wheel so I can actually feel the car. So I have that feeling that I'm kind of in the center of the car, and I just haven't been able to tweak it out quite yet. So. But it'll come in time. It's all, you see a lot of settings out there for the wheel, but a lot of it's all very personal preference. And I got to get this mic volume down. Unfortunately, I have to go out of the system in order to turn down the mic volume. So I'm not going to bother with it now. I did already turn it down a little bit. I was hoping that would do the trick, but it still seems like I'm blowing out the mic. Maybe the way I'm talking to you, maybe I'm talking a little too high. It's going to be a little bit for me to get that perfect mix between the mic and the game volume. One thing I really did notice with this is that it really is loose, and a lot of heat going into the front of the car before you get heat in the rear tires, which doesn't help with the looseness. It took me a little bit to get that figured out. As you can see, there's actually a lot of movement in that chassis. Look at that suspension. There's a ton of movement there, probably more than I should. I was just really trying to soften it up a bit, especially the rear end, so I can get a little bit of grip. I even put a little bit of camera in the rear, trying to get some grip. Lowered the bump stop. I was hoping that lowering the bump stop would maybe help a little bit, especially in the rear. It wasn't so tight or hard. Anyway, it's been a while since I've been playing Project Cars. First time on the PS4, I believe, really, especially broadcasting it. Project Cars 2. So some of it's starting to come back a little bit from what I recall of it. The physics of the track hasn't really changed too much. As far as that goes, same sort of weight or feeling in the cars. I still don't think that it has near the physics as a Assetto Corsa or Race Room, anything like that. It definitely looks pretty. I mean, it's beautiful. There's no getting around it. It's a very beautiful game. Sounds are nice. And I really like how you can do the transitional weather and time of day, which I really want to get into dealing with here. Now, Assetto actually is changing their the engine that they're using there to Unreal, so they're going to be bringing in weather and time of day, so that would be nice. So hopefully Race Room will follow. Again, it was pretty amazing to me how this wheel, even for one thing, it won't pick up my wheel on the PS4 version. It does when I'm on the PC version. It picks up my wheel, but I have to use Logitech, the 920 or whatever the heck it's called. It really sucks. And I have to go into compatibility mode, so it won't pick up the PS4 mode. That's why I was having so much problems with the feedback in the field. I thought it was really garbage. I know this wheel is capable. It's a pretty amazing force feedback. So anyway, research, and that was actually kind of stopping me a lot from playing, this Project Cars 2 and even Gran Turismo Sport. So I got that sorted out. It's the same problem with dirt as well with the CsL Elite. And you think that because you're on the PlayStation and the CsL Elite that I have is a PlayStation version, that I should be in PlayStation mode, not PC mode or compatibility mode. But if you're in PlayStation mode for the CsL Elite, the problem is that you're not going to get any force feedback really to say per se for Gran Turismo Sport, Project Cars 2, or you know, Gran Turismo and Dirt. If I already say Dirt, finally, through some research, I was able to find out that yeah, it was in the mode itself. You have to go to compatibility mode. Now it's a whole different ball game, so it's really cool. What's with the flickering of the lights there like that? But weird. Is that the refresh rate issue or what? Anyway, again, I apologize for the mic blowing out. I did bring it down from earlier today, hoping that would be the fix. It seemed to be set up okay when I went in the menu, but I have to do a little bit more adjustment, I think, on it. Maybe I got to adjust the way I'm talking as well. It's hard. It's a little weird getting. Oh. Right. Yeah, so it's a little weird to get used to. These headphones, I picked them up online used. They're an older set of A40s, Astro A40s. Now, it's kind of gross, but it's what I'm left up with. Gotta save where I can. Anyway, I'll go get a new ear cups for it, so it'll be a little bit better. But no, it's a beautiful sound now. It feels, there's a lot of emphasis should be really on the sound, because you know, I was just running like a little 2-channel before in front of the car. It really makes a huge difference when you're trying to AI is a mess though. When you really watch the AI, you think it's somebody with a controller. A bit of ghosting in front of the splitter there as well, I noticed. The PS4 version. I'm sure it's pushing this on. I want to get the PS4 Pro is actually what I want to get next. I think it's a time. This has got a lot of hours on it, this PlayStation. I think needs to go to the Pro. So like $500 here, so something I can get right away. Wait for it to come down a little bit more maybe. That's right, I thought I blew my lap there. I think I cut that a little too hard there. It's really neat car to run. I love you know, the Mustangs. I always found them intriguing. I run them on Race Room. I run the older DTM style, I'd say from 1990s era, and it's a beautiful car to run. I love it. Big V8, pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, so it's just finally starting to get this wheel in order. I still need to work on the force feedback settings. This mic, I gotta get that sorted out with this new headset. I keep on blowing out everybody. And, but yeah, it's coming along. Very cool. Hopefully now my free time, not that I have a lot of free time. I got a promotion at work, it's taking up a lot of it. But as much as I can, we'll get back to start broadcasting. Got a decent mic on the headset here, hopefully. A little wide there, just a bit outside. And of course, the bastards. In my car, I got 3 copyright strikes today because I turned down the music in the GT Sport, but apparently I didn't turn it down quite a bit enough, and there's a little bit of music in the background from GT Sport. And 3, those, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, greedy buggers, man. They just gotta sponge off of everything you do. Ooh. Got her back. I'm gonna get past here, I think. Oh. Look at the AI. It's very... You stay behind me. Freaking AI. I don't know what's with that flashing thing. I think it's a bug. Not flashing the headlights or anything. See? What is that? I think they're trying to do some sort of reflective thing, or trying to mimic the car moving around, but I don't know. Trying to look good. Love this track, always have. Funny, my first experience with this track would be really Gran Turismo. That's where I really started to learn it. And of course, when you go from genre, or not genre, but you go from game or sim to sim, it relatively the same. I mean, there's changes. I think Gran Turismo is really narrow. The track on here is kind of nice. It's got some interesting force feedback. Even the braking, when you get different grip levels with your front under heavy braking, it kind of oscillates back and forth from the right and left, sort of front grabbing, and you know, it's kind of neat. It's trying to feel that kind of level of detail in the wheel. It just makes it really interesting. Nice, the fall colors here. Actually, do I have this in the fall? I'll set this up for spring. I can't remember. It shouldn't look like that. It is beautiful, but I have to double check, I guess. But I don't think it was the fall I thought it was the spring, but could be wrong. Could be wrong. Yeah, rotating. I don't know. Alright, I'll be right back. listen, I better get myself to bed here. I'll let this lap play out at the end of this video, and then time for me to shut her down. I just want to appreciate everybody who's coming out to view the channel tonight. Stop by. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys soon. If you enjoyed the channel and watched the video, talk to you guys soon. Cheers.